I'm Apollo.
It's yours truly, Prince Dunn.
And welcome to TETSU Talk
MMA.
Yes, TETSU Talk MMA. We're back. And for only one reason, predictions. UFC 219. Holly Holm versus Chris Cyborg. Or should I say Chris Cyborg versus Holly Holm. It's finally happening, Dunn.
Yeah, Cyborg's the champ.
It's
finally happening, man. Hey, this is a big monumental moment in women's MMA. You know, a lot of people may not realize it, but this is one of those fights we'll look back on, you know, as a monumental fight in women's MMA. You know, women's MMA is so new that they're still having, like, you think back to like the Hoist Gracie fights, or like the Randy Couture Chuck Liddell fights. This is one of those type of fights that'll be talked about for years to come, 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road in MMA. And for women, you know, this is a big fight, man. Big fight, and I'm excited.
Yeah. I kind of want to shy away from talking about that fight because I know I got a lot to say about it. And it's like in so many ways, not just I want to talk.
All right, so let's not hesitate. Let's just jump right into the card, man. Let's jump right into the card. We'll jump into the main card. You know, unfortunately, Jimmy Rivera, guys pulled out on him. I think this guy is, man, it's hard for this guy to get fights. You know, John Lineker pulled out of the fight. He has a tooth infection. Fight, you know, is pretty bad. So Jimmy Rivera ended up getting left off the card. So we're going to just cover the top 4 fights on this card. And starting off is Carlos Condit making his return. Neil Magny, man. So they say I think they kind of give this Carlos a warm-up fight. You know, giving him Neil Magny. What you think, Apollo?
I like Neil. You know what? Neil, oh, man. He said,
Neil keep getting choked out. Hey, Neil, every fight, I see him get choked out, man.
The sad thing is,
every fight I see him get choked out, man.
The sad thing is a guy.
He's a good fighter, though. He's a real good fighter.
See, the sad thing is, a guy reach on majority of his opponents. It's like he doesn't use it. It's like you look at him, you think he's gonna fucking just jab his shit out somebody. He's not a bad fighter. I won't say he's a bad fighter because I think he could be majority of people in this.
No, he's not a bad fighter at all. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's a real good fighter.
You're like, I think it'd be majority of people in the class, but when it comes to the top 5 or something like that, you know, or whatever, or even I don't even know what number Carlos Condit is anymore, but anything below Condit, I guess I could say he probably cannot get a win against. But yeah, like I think this is something that's really easy to predict in the way I look at it, because like I know these two fighters, and I totally think that Carlos Condit is more of a elite fighter than he is. For some reason, Neil Magny doesn't use his weapons that he need. Like I said, his length. Like he said, this is another way. Like I think Dana White is a huge, probably a fan, but you know, very supportive of Condit. And what better way to, you know, boost him back on a high horse because he got knocked off. I don't know who beat him last, but he's pretty much got somebody embarrassed him real bad. Like somebody beat him. I can't remember who it was. Do you remember? I can't remember.
Yeah. I remember Dos Anjos, man. Dos Anjos choked his last fight against Dos Anjos. He got choked out in the first round, man.
Yeah.
He got choked out, and then
Was it Dos Anjos? I know whoever it was. It was like,
and then I remember Lorenz Larkin. Lorenz Larkin got him.
Okay.
Lorenz Larkin knocked him out. But man, he got some good fights. I remember when he knocked out Hector Lombard. Remember when Hector Lombard gassed out in the first round?
Hector Lombard, yeah, that's
what. You know what I mean? And then after that, he just took him down and beat the shit out of him. So I mean, he whooped up on Hector Lombard. He beat Kelvin Gastelum back in the day. They had like a fight night in China or something. It was like Fight Pass, so ain't that many people see him.
That's a good.
You know what I mean? So I mean, he got.
That's a good person to throw in there. Hector Lombard. The reason I say this is because Hector, like you said, Hector Lombard gas is bad because he's swole as hell. Like he doesn't even look like he deserved. He doesn't look like he belong in his division. But he fought somebody else, which is
so much muscle, man.
He fought Neil Magny.
Hey, Hector Lombard is first team all street fight, man.
Yeah.
Because in a street fights last 20 seconds or less.
Yeah.
So he ain't gonna gas in 20 seconds. So he first team all street fight, baby.
Yeah. No, but where I'm going with this is that when he fought Neil Magny had the biggest problems with Hector Lombard. And he had all that reach, but finally he got. I think finally he got Hector Lombard to finish him. I think I can't remember how that fight went. I think Neil finally got him like in the later, like third round or something like that. But
yeah, Neil TKO'd him. TKO'd him in the later round.
But I'm not that person to say, okay, because this person couldn't beat this person or had problems with this person, and the other person didn't that he's fighting. That means he can't beat that person. I'm not that type of person.
Nah, MMA math don't work.
Yeah. Because style makes fights, but I'm gonna stick to that. Style makes fights, and I think Neil Magny's style is not the right style to beat Carlos Condit. So I mean, I'm taking Carlos Condit to be straightforward. Carlos Condit, I feel, would either get him by TKO or by decision. But I'm not going to give an outcome. I'm going to say Carlos Condit going over, no doubt.
Man, for me, it's a tough fight, man, because Carlos Condit, he retired, man. He's coming out of retirement. People forget about that. He retired.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
He lost the fight. He lost the fight to Robbie Lawler, and he know if he wants to fight again. And he came back and got choked out by Damian Maia, like
that's
Anaconda. Then he pretty much retired.
That's
he pretty much retired.
Yeah, that's what was Damian Maia.
It's like, Damian Maia. I mean, but Damian Maia is a fucking beast. But he choked him out in like 2 minutes. It's like 2 minutes he choked him out. Because I want to say Carlos is a black belt, man. So Damian Maia is different levels, the black belts. Damian Maia is a motherfucker, man.
Damian Maia got a belt from God in jiu-jitsu. You know what I'm saying? Damian Maia didn't get a belt from fucking a sensei. He had a belt come down.
Hey, Damian Maia made Carlos Condit look like me versus Carlos Condit.
Right.
Carlos could do that to me. Did that to Carlos, man. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's hard to know where his mind is, man. If we get in the old Carlos Condit, that's a savage, that's a dog, that's gonna come in there and give it all he has, and that wants to fight, then this is not even a competitive fight. Carlos should TKO Neil.
Yeah.
But I don't know what type of Carlos we getting, and we know Neil, win or lose, man. He's a fighter, and he's here to fight. He's not thinking about retirement. He's thinking about is his next fight and trying to climb the ladder to get back into the top 10. I think he's right outside of the top 10 right now, Neil Magny. So if I had to pick, all I could go on is their skill set. I can't go over what their mind is at, where their mind is at this stage of their career. So skill set, I would take Carlos Condit all the way. But I think this one here, you can't sleep on Neil in this fight. But I'm gonna take Carlos Condit by decision.
Got you.
But yeah, and the next fight, man, this the fight. Oh man, this the fight. Man, this the fight, man. Boy, I tell you, I'm gonna try to keep the show, PG-13 when I talk about these two young ladies, man. I love these Latin women with a little feisty Latin women, man. You gotta love them. You got Cynthia Calvillo, Esparza, man. Carla Esparza and Cynthia Calvillo. I love Cynthia Calvillo, man. She's a fucking firecracker. She is a firecracker from San Jose too. So.
Yeah, she's unpredictable. Esparza, I'll tell you a story. Okay, me and Hook met her one time at an Invictive, and I think that time that's a little bit after she lost her title against JJ, and I hate to say this, I want to come off hella, just trying to like I'm bashing or anything like that. But she wasn't in fighter shape or in fighter mode, so she's kind of just like had a little something on her. Anyway, like pounds.
Oh, so she was thick. So she was thick. She was hood fine. That's what we call hood fine. She was hood fine.
But anyway, okay.
You know what I mean? She was
how did you say that? How did you say that?
You feel me?
I'm gonna move for my story. I'm gonna let you say that though. But okay, we see her later on. I think like 2 years later at Glory, and man, she she was in fighter shape. She was ready to get back in here, and she was she was looking bad. Like she came there looking like she was looking for a dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she was looking bad. Like before, I was like, because she was like real short, and I was like, at Victor. But I seen her at Glory. And not she said she's an ugly woman. You might have seen her at Victor, but I'm saying at Glory she was banging. That's all I gotta say. And she was with Ashley. I can't remember that other girl. Ashley was something. But yeah, yeah, she's cute. But no, let me get to the fight. So this fight is confusing because her opponent she's facing. I can't remember. Was she trained by Araya Faber or no? Is she that one girl?
Yeah, Cynthia Calvillo. She's training out of Alpha Male.
Okay, yeah. I thought so. Yeah,
she's training out of Alpha Male.
Yeah, so Cynthia, she's impressive. She's very impressive. She's good on the ground, and she's still a mystery. But so far, her opponents haven't been nobody I say, okay.
Her jiu-jitsu is a motherfucker. I've seen enough. I've seen enough in her fights. Her jiu-jitsu, you do not want to go to the ground with her.
No, I agree.
Her jiu-jitsu is a motherfucker. She's so damn flexible. She's so flexible, man.
No, I agree. Her scrambles are fucking amazing. Like, her scrambles are, like you said, she's flexible, and her scrambles are crazy. Like, when a person moves around, she's like a monkey on their back.
She could pull her foot and her ankle behind her head without having any stress or strain. That's a talent. That's talented, man. And that makes her so good at jiu-jitsu because you can't hold her down.
Hey, Dunn, keep it PG, dog. I know what's going through your head. Keep it PG. Hey.
No, she gets some pretzel action, you know.
Hey, but no, seriously, on the fight though. But Esparza, she's no joke on the ground either. Like she holds her base. She's a good wrestler. But ever since she had that fight with what's her name? The one with the red hair from the Middle Eastern girl. God, dog, can't remember her name. I'm gonna get it right now, real quick. Do 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 do.
Got the Jeopardy theme.
Do 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 do. Yes. What's her name? Marcos, she's not a bad grappler either, but I thought Esparza was a way better grappler, and Marcos, kind of upset her on the ground. I was like, what? So yeah, the Cynthia girl could do the same thing, and I'm not saying she's not legit because her scrambles are amazing, but at the same time, like I need to just like okay, I don't want to talk about Cyborg and them, but just like Cyborg, Holly Holm is Cyborg's ultimate test. We'll get to that later. But just how I feel about Esparza. Cynthia. Esparza is, to me, is gonna be her ticket to me saying, okay, she's fucking legit. And so far, like you said, what her grappling says she's legit. But the person that's more experienced, like Esparza, who knows her ground game way more than the opponents she faced so far in Octagon, this is a test. So, like, to me, this fight is a toss-up to me. But I'm going with the vet. I'm going with Esparza because, like, I met her, 2 times, She hella cool, she cool. So I'm gonna show love back.
She seemed cool, man. She seems like a sweetheart.
Yeah. So I'm gonna show love back and not hate on someone that I met in person and say, you know what? I'm gonna give it to Esparza. DEC. I ain't no submission of DEC, just ground and pound. But I could be wrong. But Esparza, I got you, girl. Go ahead, brother. Give your prediction.
You got Esparza, man. It's a tough fight to pick because people sleep on Carla Esparza. She's a former Invicta, world champion. Former UFC world champion. So she has championship pedigree. And like you said, she's like the opponents she's faced. She's faced way better competition.
Right.
Has beaten way better competition. You about Tisha Torres or like Jessica Panay, Rose Namajunas.
Yeah.
She's beat them all. She's beat them all. Juliana Lima, who's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. She beat her. Yeah. So it's tough to.
Yeah.
With that resume that I just said, it's tough, to pick against her. But I'm gonna pick against her, man.
Yes, sir. You got to
because I don't know. It's just something like certain fighters have that it quality. Okay. I don't know what it is, but you know it when you see it.
I see where this
is
going.
What I mean? Whether it be, she has that it factor. She has that, and Cynthia Calvillo, she has that it factor. And I have no doubt that she's getting some of the best training at Team Alpha Male. Those guys are wrestlers. She's been at Alpha Male her whole career. Those guys are wrestlers, and they're small enough to where they could actually roll with her. Wrestler, you're not just gonna take her down, and that's what Carla does. She takes people down and she lays on top of them pretty much. She doesn't advance position much, and you're not taking her down. And also, they have an Olympic gold medalist in their camp. You know, man, what is her name? What is her name? Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind right now. Olympic silver medalist. She fights in the UFC's bantamweight division. She fought Ronda. Oh man, what's her name? See, now I gotta figure out her name, man.
Oh, you talking about Sarah Kaufman? Not Sarah Kaufman. I need some about
Sarah McMahon. Sarah McMahon.
Yeah, Sarah McMahon.
Sarah McMahon. Yes, Sarah McMahon. But yeah, she's rolling with Sarah McMahon every single day, and Sarah McMahon is a way bigger, and she's an Olympic level wrestler. So I'm not. Are you going to take high school wrestling, or are you going to take Olympic level wrestling? But despite having Sarah McMahon in her corner and in her camp, and Sarah McMahon is training out of Alpha Male now. She moved to Sacramento. Like, despite that, like, she comes from a wrestling gym, so I can't expect anyone to ever be able to take her down and just hold her down and lay on top of her.
Got you.
If said, I think it's gonna be it's gonna be a fight of the night candidate. Stand up, and they're gonna throw shots at each other, and they're gonna give the fans a spectacular show. So either that's gonna happen, or Carla's gonna try to take. She's gonna try to take Cynthia down, and she's gonna get wrapped up real quick. You know, that one or two of those things gonna happen. Either way, I see Cynthia coming out with the victory. You know, I see her coming out with the victory, man.
Yeah, I can see that possibility.
I think she's. It's her time. She has that it factor, and she's cute as a button. So what can you say, man? And she's feisty, and she'll whoop my ass. So there's something about that, you know, a woman that could just choke you out. You feel me? If you don't do things right,
you okay?
You feel me? She could just go and grab you. You feel me? Yeah, you know what I mean. If you ain't doing it right, you feel me? She could just go and triangle you real quick, choke you out. There's something about that, you know. But yeah. But moving on, but let's smoothly segue to our co-main event.
That was smooth at all.
Of the evening.
Go ahead.
Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yes.
Versus Edson Barbosa, man. Co-main event.
Oh, no.
Who you got in this one, Apollo?
Oh, we got Hooker. Are you going to throw that fight in there or no?
Hey, man.
Oh.
Who?
Dan Hooker.
Who?
That one dude in the corner.
Who?
With the high boots on. Shiny boots on.
Who?
The trench coat.
No disrespect, man. Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker, he's fighting
Mark.
He's fucking Mark? How to pronounce this? The African brother. Yeah. I apologize, man. I apologize. I can't pronounce his name. And I apologize to him as well. He's a fantastic fighter. He's a knockout artist. He's coming off his first loss. He lost against Dakar Close in a decision. He's from the UK. He's a knockout artist, African brother, very explosive, you know, very dynamic. And he's fighting Dan Hooker, who's a wily veteran. And I believe he's from Australia or New Zealand. You know, same thing. No, it's not, but it is to us Americans. Sorry, New Zealand. But
backlash like a motherfucker.
Yeah. So I mean, I know, right? But yeah, but it's that should be a good fight. I think the reason why that fight got bumped up to replace the Jimmy Rivera John Lineker fight is because we expect someone to get knocked out in this fight because of the style in which both of these guys come after it. Strikers, so that's why this fight got bumped into the main event as opposed to because there's better fights on the card that could have been bumped up, but this is a fight that we expect or the UFC expects to end in a finish. So they bumped this fight up. But I would have to take. I'm gonna go with the African brother from the UK, man. I've seen him. He's dynamic. He's explosive, and he has what it takes to get Dan Hooker up out of there. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the African brother.
Yeah, you know what? I've been watching Mark. You know, I know Dan Hooker. Been on Dan Hooker for a while too as a fighter, and I don't know. Sometimes I just watch how people execute or just same thing with his stance or whatever, how to approach their opponent. And I don't know, just this Mark Jakiscu from Africa, from Congo. He's good, but I don't know. He kind of reminds me of Sterling, where it's like he has certain things that I feel like is holes, and he just not for certain people that get exposed. But I take that back, because Close is not an easy fighter. I think the other two opponents weren't easy fighters either. But I got a feeling Dan Hooker is more experienced in certain ways, and I think Dan Hooker can expose him for certain things. I don't think Dan Hooker will knock him out. I think he'll win by decision. But I'm gonna take Dan Hooker on this one. Just straight to the point.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and ride with my cousin on this one. I'm gonna ride with the African brother on this one, man. Yeah,
he got blood.
So I'm gonna go and ride. I'm gonna ride with my cousin, man. West Africa,
streak.
Baby.
Yeah, blonde.
You know what I mean?
Blonde mohawk. He got a blonde frohawk. You wrote it with that?
Hey, man, it's 2017, man. That's what the kids are doing these days. That's what the kids are doing.
I'm sorry.
You know?
It's one man by
He's a young fella, man. He's born in like 93, so he's a young fella. So that's what the kids are doing these days.
I can't say shit, because one man young one man by the name of Apollo Kahn at one time had blonde hair himself.
True. That is true.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Call me.
But the co-main event, man. The co-main event, the most. I'm looking forward to the most. I would say Khabib versus Edson Barboza.
Very intriguing fight.
Yeah, man. Who you got in this one, man? This is like an old school 1999 UFC fight, striker versus grappler. One guy does not want to strike whatsoever. One guy does not want to grapple whatsoever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I seen an interview where Khabib said he's confident in his boxing. And actually, I think he saw that. I think he said that on the countdown too. But I totally think he's bullshitting. That's probably what Javier told him to say. They kind of like throw some plant some seeds. But you know what? This fight is hard, because Khabib is a complete, like, he's good at what he's good at, and that's grappling and setting up his takedowns and just owning you like a bitch on the ground like GSP. But Barboza lately is a new Barboza. It's like a reincarnation or a fucking rejuvenated, and he looks faster. And I think he's faster. And I think if he wins this fight, it's gonna be him catching Khabib trying to go for a takedown, because I think Barboza, he waited for that. He waited, and just like his last fight, I forgot who he fought. But he called dude with a knee. But that dude wasn't, Khabib. But same time, I think Barboza is so focused. I watch his countdown, and like I used to get hyped in countdowns, get all hyped up, watch the countdowns, because that's their job to do that. But in the last year, like let's say 2 years, I haven't been getting hyped up with that stuff, because I know it's all produced for that. But I watched that countdown, and like I seriously think he's prepared for this moment. And like I said, Khabib get him down, I think it's a wrap. But I think if it's stand, Khabib is in trouble, and I think he's waiting for that takedown. So I'm about to say so, but I don't even know what I'm gonna take. I'm lost for words. I'll fuck around and do old school any meeny miny mo this bitch. But I'm gonna take Khabib as a safe fucking prediction, because Khabib is I think he's more skilled at what he's good at. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's good at executing his game, which is setting up his takedowns and is owning your ass. So I'm going with the person that I feel is more skilled with their game plan, and that's Khabib.
What's the over under? 2 takedowns?
You're asking me what I will say? What's the over under?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 takedowns or less. What's the over 2 takedowns or less than 2 takedowns?
I actually feel if he get a takedown, I mean, put like this, depending on the time.
He's getting the takedown.
Yeah,
he's getting the takedown.
But
yeah.
Can
Oscar De La Hoya find cocaine? Yes, he's getting the takedown. He getting a
So,
takedown, man.
depending
That's
on
like saying the sky is blue.
depending on the time of the takedown in the match, if it's 2 minutes in, or if it's 1 minute left. I mean, it's 1 minute left. I think he'd probably be decent. But if it's 30 seconds left, whatever, or 1 minute, then Barboza probably get through the round. But I feel like if it's 2 minutes left on the clock or more, he's fucked. One takedown, I think it's a wrap. I think it's gonna be a wrap, and Khabib got him. But what's your prediction?
Man, I think this is easy money, man. I think Khabib go cut through him like a hot through butter, man. It's easy money, man. It's easy. They feeding Khabib. They feeding Khabib Barboza. So that Khabib could fight Tony Ferguson, I would say in March.
True.
He'll be fighting again in March or April. He'll be fighting Tony Ferguson for the strap. But this is I don't want to say it's an easy fight because Barboza is very explosive. He might be arguably he's top 5 most athletic human beings in the UFC. A guy to where like, man, if he played football, he'll be a hell of a DB. Like if he grew up playing football his whole life, he'll be in the league right now. He'll be one hell of a defensive back. And if he played basketball, he'll be like Russell Westbrook. He's that explosive. He's that he's God-given blessed talent.
But
with that being said, he's chinny. He's a little chinny.
Yeah.
And also, I believe you could break him, and that's a flaw. That's a flaw that you cannot have against Khabib.
Yeah.
Like if you have any type of break in you, Khabib will break you.
Yeah.
A guy like Tony Ferguson, Khabib can't break Tony. He just has to beat him. A guy like Conor, Khabib could break him because we've seen him break several times. And we've seen Barboza break several times. So Khabib is going to break him. He'll get the TKO. I say second round TKO Khabib.
Ground and pound?
I said, yeah, my prediction is ground and pound.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Ground and pound. Yeah.
I want to say one thing, though. With us watching as much MMA we watch, especially with the fight league, I'm not superstitious, but be honest, though. You know and I know. How often do you get a complete card that plays out the way it should play out? Not ever.
Rarely.
So these two main fights, the main two main fights, the semi and main event, it's going to be an upset. I mean, hope not. I mean, I want it to look, be a perfect written fucking story by Shakespeare, but we know that never happens. Just like the night fucking Otto got knocked out, it could have been a smooth selling, and then Otto got knocked out. I mean, or it could be a smooth selling, but then fucking Cody got knocked out. I mean,
yeah,
it's like it can happen where Khabib win, and not saying that everybody wants Cyborg, but Holly had her turn, and she's still an elite fighter, but whatever. But people want to see. I think people want to see Cyborg. You want to see something new, fresh, something that's been a new train that's been running through everybody. But it's like we rarely.
I mean, I see what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying. Like this is one of those cars that's setting up to be like one of those shockers. Like it have you like
somebody's going to be a shocker.
And I'm not sure which fight it's gonna be, but I'll put everything on it. It's not gonna be Khabib. Like this dude is a straight savage, man. He's a straight savage. I don't understand how he's fighting at 155. I don't understand how he make weight. To be honest with you, as big as he is as a human being, I've seen Khabib in person, man. This is a huge person. Like it's insane. I don't understand how he's fighting at 155, and he's the best. He's like Russia's best wrestler. If he went to the Olympics, he'll be a gold medalist. Like that's his level. But the fact that he don't have that gold medal, people don't give him the recognition he deserves because all Americans can represent our American culture. We know Olympics, but we don't know the championships that he's won in Dagestan and Russia. To say he's the best wrestler in Russia, that's all they do in Russia is wrestling. So like to be a world champion in wrestling in Russia, Sambo, same thing as wrestling. It's basically wrestling with judo throws. And so, to say that he's a world champion in Sambo in Russia, that's the equivalent to being a gold medalist. So, like, that's that. You know what I mean? If he was a gold medalist, you'd be like, oh, shit, you can't stop him,
Yeah.
Like, this dude, I'm telling you, he's on another level, man.
No.
The only hope you have is to catch him early.
Yeah.
That's the only hope you have.
Yeah.
You know? And if you Edson Barbosa, you know, God bless you, man. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Bosa a lot. He's exciting. He's one of my favorite fighters to watch because I love strikers.
Yeah,
but I think Khabib's gonna go through him like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah.
But
actually happened. But I just want to say this before you move on. I feel like if any fight will be the fight that it happens, will be this fight because it's always the fight that rocks the fucking boat. You know what I'm saying? And Barbosa rocked the boat. Holly really won't rock the boat. She was just kind of settle the storm that everybody been saying going for a while, and just like she make another upset kind of.
But what if this happens? But what if this shocker happens? What if she goes out there and gets starched in like 30 seconds, get clipped with a left hook and finished off in 30 seconds?
Well, let's get in that fight.
She just gets starched.
Let's get in that fight.
She just gets.
I mean, that's the next fight, so we might as well get into it. So, all
right, next fight we got main event, man. Main event. Who you got? I'm gonna let you get your first. I'm gonna let you get the first sample on this one, Apollo.
Okay.
We got Cristiano Justino, aka Cyborg, versus Holly the Preacher's daughter, Holmes.
Okay.
And be honest, man. Don't take it out for personal reasons. You know what I mean? Don't do that.
Hey, see, like
you got it because Holly big time. Because you got big time. Don't take it out.
No. See, this here. See, I wasn't even gonna bring that up on air, and I'm not gonna bring it on the air because I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be more professional about it. Like I said, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say before you said that because anyway, we're not gonna get into that. That's personal shit. I'm not gonna put it on the air. That'd be bullshit, especially for a female. It's a female. That'd be, weak. But no. So I'll keep it at 100. I always gonna keep it 100 this show. Period. I keep 100 in life. Period. That's how I am. I like Cyborg from day one since I saw her fight Gina Carano. And I was behind her. Some people wasn't behind her for certain reasons. They feel like she looked manly, whatever. I ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You beat the motherfucker ass, you beat the motherfucker ass. I've been saying for years, since Ronda came on the scene, she needs to fight Cyborg. A lot of people was into Ronda hype. And I said, Ronda, she did her thing. But she was a puzzle. But my whole thing was, and even I at one point was saying, okay, I think Ronda could be Cyborg, but she's not the queen or she's not the best. She should be Cyborg. What made her the best to everybody in the world, or not to me, but to everybody considered the best, was because she was more popular. She was more mainstream. Cyborg was on Strikeforce. She, got, pushed it aside because of her steroid use, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And people are going to say that, oh, she just steroids, she's steroid, whatever. Anyway, but still, to me, you're not the best till you beat the best. If it was to a point with Cyborg, it was hella old, like 50 years old, retired, Ronda came, it's like nobody know. Just like Mike Tyson. Nobody know Mike Tyson could beat Muhammad Ali, which I think he could. It's like, it's his era now. But when the people are in the same era, you can't make somebody the new queen or the top person over the person that was the top person. You can't do that. So anyway, the more of my story is, Cyborg is the number one woman fighter in MMA in the world. It always has been, never stopped. Ronda came along and became mainstream. She never was the best. Now people will say, if she beat Holly, since Holly beat Ronda, that means she could beat Ronda if she beat Holly. No, everybody should know by now, Cyborg will fucking mop Ronda. Period. She didn't have to prove it no more. I mean, the proof is in the pudding from Ronda's last two fights.
Hey man, don't you talk about Ronda like that? But continue. But don't you talk about Ronda like that?
No,
continue.
No, she can whoop ass in the WWE now because it's written for her. But I ain't trying to bash her Ronda. But my whole argument is not to bash her Ronda. No. My whole argument is not to bash her Ronda. My whole argument is that what I'm going to say right now, my prediction. And I'm going to have a conclusion to this because I'm giving a prediction. I'm going with Cyborg because I'm loyal. I'm a Cyborg fan. and I've been loyal since day one. But I'm going to say this. I'm being honest. Her style is the right style to be picked the fuck apart by Holly Holm. Holly Holm, nobody really survived. Cyborg style, people that fight Cyborg style against Holly don't survive against Holly. Because Holly, if you survive, it's because you're going, technically taking your time. You're not trying to disrespect Holly's striking. And you're trying to get a score in. It's a fucking kickboxing tournament or a Karate Kid type shit scoring when it comes to Holly if you don't try to be aggressive with her. And she cool with that. She take her points and leave with the win or, whatever, and see what the results is. But if you do what Ronda did or Betcha Kohea or any other motherfucker do is be aggressive and go balls to the wall and try to press her and, try to test her striking and don't let up and respect it, you liable to get caught. You liable to get you liable to get a clinic put on you. And not saying that's going to happen to Cyborg, actually. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Cyborg got a game plan. But I'm just saying, Cyborg better be careful. Because if she go in there and she missing shots, she going to get caught. She'll get countered. But I'm going to say this. If Holly get caught on the chin, night-night. Night-night, y'all. That's all, folks. But I'm going But
who you going with though?
I'm going with Cyborg. I'm loyal from day one because she's the queen, and I want her to win because she deserved this moment. But I'm saying, I'm gonna be totally honest. I got a strong feeling. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't say Holly's gonna win, but if Cyborg does not go in there technical and pick her shots right, it could be night-night for her too. Especially with a head kick. That head kick is lethal. So you guys say.
Man, you valid points, man. Real good valid points. And I agree with most of those points, man. I agree. It's a tough fight. It's a really tough fight to pick, if you ask me. Because unfortunately for Cyborg, it's unfortunately for her that her division doesn't have the greatest competition. So she's been fighting a very low level competition to where most of these girls aren't even in the UFC anymore.
Hey, Dunn, hey, Dunn, I'm going to cut you off. That's what I want to say, too. I'm going to say real quick, unless you continue. My bad. I'm going to cut you off. But that's what I want to say, too.
Go ahead.
This right here is Cyborg's moment to prove to the world that she's legit. Well, the places, like I said about Anderson Silva, some people try to say Anderson Silva fought tomato cans on his way up on the streak in the UFC, but nobody, if they could, even if they are really tomato cans, nobody could do what Anderson Silva did to those guys like Anderson Silva. So you got to take that into consideration too. And like I said, I'm not transitioning this to Cyborg, make an excuse for her, but I don't think nobody could do to the women what Cyborg did to the women. Just like nobody could do to the women like Runner did to those women she had. But I agree. Holly is right now was set in stone if Cyborg can fight a legit fighter and do the same results. I agree. My bad. The floor is yours completely, brother.
Yeah, man. This is her moment. This is Cyborg's moment, and I'm happy for her that this opportunity presented itself. Because if she fought anyone else, it wouldn't be the same as fighting a fighter of the caliber and the name of Holly Holm. And so this is her opportunity, man. This is truly her opportunity to shine. Holly's a dangerous fight, but we have to remember too, like Holly's a 135er, man. She's a 135er. She's a big girl too. She's not a small girl, but at the same time, she's a 135er, man. And Cyborg is not a 135er. She's barely a 145er, actually. I don't know how much longer her body's going to allow her to make 145. So, I see catch weights in her future or retirement. But,
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
No, I was saying I seen Holly today at the workouts, and she's fucking like a fucking action fucking figure. You know what I'm saying? She got the fucking rips. Like no, she's fucking in shape. She's a pretty big woman. Shit, she fucking.
Oh, she yoked up.
Yeah. Like shit, like
man, she got the legs, got the hamstrings.
Yeah, if I stand next to her,
you know,
like
she
a
got
bitch.
she been on her squats because she been on her squats, so. Like she got a little booty on her, even though she probably was born, her shit was probably like an ironing board. You know what I mean? But she's been working on her legs, got her squat game together, got the abs with the little riblets on the side,
Hey, don't put it like this. If I threw my phone at her ass, she wouldn't have felt it. It would have bounced right off and back off the stage, dude. Like no, she's solid, dude. Like I said, like she her next to me. With both our shirts off, she made me like a fucking bitch. Like maybe like a nigga that's come out of jail just looking swole. That's it. But no, yeah, like she's she's big though. Like I mean, like I seen Cyborg in person many times. I didn't get to see her today. I had to bounce early. But but who you got? Who you got in this fight? I don't think you even give your prediction.
Man, it's a tough fight to pick, but I see man, I like Holly a lot, but I see Cyborg getting it done, man. I see Cyborg getting it done, and I see her getting it done by TKO early. I think it's gonna happen early.
You know what?
And I think it's gonna kind of shock people. And it's gonna leave you wishing that you had more.
Yeah.
You know, some of those fights that end so fast that you wish, man, I wish I had more so I could really see who the better fighter is. I think it's going to be one of those fights where I think the fight will be over within the first 3 minutes, man. I truly believe that, within the first 3 minutes, because Holly has so much wear and tear on her body, man. She's been in combat sports for a very, very long time, man, a very long time. And she's not young, man. She's just... Yeah. She's not young anymore, She really isn't, She's 36 years of age. Like, she's not young,
She has been making fucking excuses, too, already. I'll tell you, I've seen a couple interviews with her. I'm like, oh, she already making fucking excuses. But like, what got me, what gets me with Cyborg is that a lot of people know she lost outside of MMA in a kickboxing or Muay Thai fight against I think the top champion at the time, and if she could actually take her down or something like that, she whooped that girl ass. But she was taking headshots nonstop. It kept coming forward. Now I'm not saying this girl gives Holly Holmes headshots, but she gives fucking she gave her some serious headshots. She had longer legs too. And fucking Cyborg took like 3 or 4 headshots. It kept coming. So I'm saying like Cyborg could take some shots. So I mean, I know she's looking to take a shot and give a counter also.
Yeah, I mean, if Holly, I mean, Ronda's not a striker. Let's just get that out the way, man. Ronda, she's poor. She's very, very poor striker. So the fact that Holly caught her, that was no surprise. She didn't have no business trying to. They lied to her and told her she was a boxer and she wasn't a boxer.
What's she talking about? She
knocked out a judo player, man. But like, Cyborg is a Muay Thai striker, man. Hey, she knocked out a judo player.
But then what you talking about?
Muay Thai striker. And so like, and I feel like Cyborg's fought some women that are at higher levels of striking than even Holly Holm is. So I don't see her getting caught with some over-the-shoulder, high kick. I mean, that's just not going to happen in that fashion to Cyborg. If Cyborg loses this fight, if she loses this fight, it'll be by decision.
Yeah.
If she loses this fight.
Hey, but then what you talking about?
I think it's going to be, But, man.
I'm sorry.
I can't. Man, but I got Cyborg by TKO, man. I got it by TKO.
Me too.
I say first round TKO. It's gonna leave us all in shock.
And me too. Like people
it's gonna be one of those moments in MMA that's gonna leave us in shock.
People are probably running when I'm laughing at, but you said Ronda Rousey boxing. I've heard of videos of her with a rope. I think in the ring or something like that. Kind of like I think she took it from Rocky, and she's going over and under the rope, and she was like punching.
Yeah. I mean, it helps you. It helps to teach you to slip and strike after you slip.
Yeah, but like what she was doing, it was just in her punches, she was delivering.
But Hey man, that's not realistic. It's not real, man.
Oh,
The whole rope thing, hey man, that's not real, man.
oh man. Oh
It's not
man.
real, man.
Her
It works in boxing, but it's not gonna work in MMA striking because if you dip in like that, motherfucker gonna catch you with a flying knee, man. You dip in like that, you know what I mean? Well, yeah, that's a whole other story. That's not even, you know what I mean? That's a whole other story for
I'm
another
sorry.
day.
If you got,
But I got Cyborg. I got Cyborg by TKO.
all right. Yeah, the video was funny. I just love I love seeing those videos she was punching. And anyway, sorry, I made it back over Ronda. So yeah, I think we
Ronda, man. I don't care what y'all say. I like Ronda, man. You know, she hood fine now. She ain't got to worry about all y'all, you know, making her diet and all this stuff. She hood fine. You know, that's how I like her.
She better die for WWE because she got the accordion in that fucking ring. I know that. Yeah. I think we pretty much on the same page about these predictions, pretty much. But yeah, so please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Tomorrow, I was planning on doing a live feed of the workouts. Got there kind of late, occupied day. Tomorrow, I will be doing the weigh-ins, not live though. I will be doing the weigh-ins at T-Mobile tomorrow, and I will put up the weigh-ins, the full weigh-ins. You know, so I know sometimes it's hard to find a weigh-ins for UFC. They have highlights instead of full weigh-ins. So you can check that out on TETSU Talk, the full weigh-ins for UFC. But please like, subscribe. Anything else, Prince Dunn, that you want to throw out there?
Man, nah, that's all, man. That's all, man. We broke down this fight card, and man, I'm definitely looking forward to the fights this weekend, and I hopefully it's a great card, and hopefully it leaves us all talking about it, you know, for years to come.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hope the card go the way it should go. I mean, yeah, it's real life. It's not make believe. So something's gonna be off charts. But yeah, that's UFC 219 predictions. After the event, probably that night, Saturday night, or the next day, we'll do a review on what we thought about the card. And check out TETSU Talk Facebook page. Soon we'll start doing update news, posting update news. We just been busy, so we're really gonna start putting our foot into this thing for 2018. 2017 was kind of just a fresh start. You know, us trying to rearrange our personal life schedules, and me and Dunn going to get on this thing, and a couple other guys that's, you know, all Tetsu'd out and love MMA. But yes, keep checking Tetsu out, subscribe, and tomorrow look forward for that weigh-in, full results, full show, and look forward to us to give you some more shows coming soon. Till then, as always, we say, people, please keep it Tetsu.